everybody, welcome back. We're going to review everything that we've talked about in the last few videos about the big holiday that's coming up called Pesach or Passover in English. And on that, to get ready for that holiday, we clean our whole house and we make sure there is no chametz anywhere. Nothing to be found in our house that has to do with challah or chametz. We clean out our whole house. And after we're ready, we start to have the holiday and we do the two very special dinners called Seders. Seder means order, and we read the book, the Haggadah, that helps us with the order, and we start our Seder with the very first thing that is called Kadesh. Now, everybody in our class is going to get a special page to talk about, and some people might have the same page because Baruch Hashem, we have a lot of kids in our class, so we might have to have a few people having the same pages. But we'll start with Adira, and Adira's page is called Kadesh. And what do we do, Adira? On the very first thing, we make Kiddush on the very first cup of yain. And how many cups of yain do we drink for the whole Seder, Adira? 4. We drink 4 cups of yain. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kadesh. The next page is called rachtza, and that's Rami's page. And what do we do, Rami? We wash our hands, but no bracha. Right, Rami? No bracha. And Rami had a great question. Why no bracha? He asked his mommy to ask me. Why don't we make a bracha at this time? That was a great question, Rami. And the reason is because we're not getting ready to eat anything right now. We're just washing our hands and we're getting ready to get them real clean like we're so used to doing now, right? Every day we have to wash our hands a lot, right? We're washing our hands and we're getting ready to have the Seder. Okay, that was a good question. If anybody else has any more questions, tell your mommies to email me and I'll answer them the next time in our next video. Okay, let's practice. Kadesh or Chatz. Okay, the next page is called Karpas, and that's Jonah's page. Karpas is when we dip foods that we make borei pri hadama into salt water. I forgot to tell you last time that the reason we use green parsley is to remind us of springtime. And because springtime is when Pesach comes. Hopefully the weather's going to start getting better and you'll see that spring is going to be coming, spring is here and we're gonna be able to play outside more, I hope. And we sing Simcha Rabba, Aviv Higia Pesach Ba. Simcha Rabba, Aviv Higia Pesach Ba. Aviv means springtime. If you know somebody named Aviv or Aviva, their name means springtime. And we dip the parsley, or I have a pretend potato, and Rabbi Blau's family uses a banana, into salt water. And the reason salt water, to remember the Jewish people's tears. Okay, so we do that. And the next page is called Yachatz, and that's Ezra's page, where we take the middle matzah. There's 3 matzahs, 1, 2, 3, and we take the middle one, and we break it in half. And we save one part for sandwiches later. We're going to make sandwiches out of this, not bread. We're using matzah. And this piece we put in a napkin, or I have a special picture. I have a picture of a bag here. And we place that in the napkin or in the bag. And the person that's in charge of the Seder hides the afikoman. Remember, it's called the afikoman. And you guys need to find it. All the kids in the house need to find the afikoman, because if you don't find it, we can't finish the Seder. It's the last thing we eat. We eat the afikoman for dessert. So you need to find it and you'll get a present. It probably won't be at the Seder and maybe not even during Pesach, but maybe afterwards, okay? And so let's do this. Let's start again. Kadesh urchatz, karpas yachatz. Okay, the next page, here we go, is called Magid. And this is the picture of the 10 makot. And we start to tell the story of Moshe and Hashem taking Bnei Israel out of Mitzrayim. Remember this book we told the story with before? Now, the first thing we do is we sing a song called Avadim Hayinu. We are slaves in Mitzrayim. Avadim Hayinu, Hayinu. Ata b'nei chorin, b'nei chorin. Avadim Hayinu. Ata b'nei chorin, b'nei chorin. Okay? After we sing that song, this is something that's going to be great, and you guys are all going to take part in this one for sure. We start to sing a song called the Ma Nishtana. Anybody ever hear that song before? Maybe you remember it from last year. The youngest child in the family stands up and sings a song asking 4 questions. Now, if your baby is the youngest in your family, like Bailey has a baby, and Rena has a baby, and Rami has a baby, and Ty has a baby, Adira has 2 babies. Let's see, who else has babies in our class? Avi has a baby. Jordan has 2 babies. One is a little bit bigger, but one's a new baby. Jonah, let's see. Oh, no babies. If I forgot you, I'll mention you next time. I don't think anybody else has any babies. Let's see. Rena has a little sister, but there might be too little to say the Manish Tanah. So it means it's going to be your job, and your families will help you. And we sing the Manish Tanah, the very first question, and I'm going to sing it for you. Manish Tanah halayla hazeh mikol haleilot, mikol haleilot, shebechol haleilot, anu ochlin chametz umatzah, chametz umatzah, halayla hazeh kula umatzah, halayla hazeh kula umatzah. Why is this night different from all other nights? On all other nights we can eat anything we want. But why on this night can we only eat matzah? And we're going to answer that question as we talk about the Seder some more. So that's what happens. And now comes the story of the 10 makot, of the 10 not nice things that Hashem and Moshe bring to Paro. And because he doesn't want to let them go out of Mitzrayim. And the Jewish people sing, Ilu, Ilu, Hotzianu, Hotzianu, mi Mitzrayim, Hotzianu, mi Mitzrayim, Dayenu. Remember the song? Dayenu, 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 Dayenu. The Jewish people have had enough. They want out of Mitzrayim. So Moshe comes, and remember we tell this story of the 10 makot. He comes with Aharon, and he says to Paro, oh listen, oh listen, oh listen, King Paro. Oh listen, please let my people go. They work so hard all day. They want to go away. King Paro, what do you say? Paro says, no, 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 I will not let them go. No, 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 I will not let them go. So Moshe starts with Hashem to bring the 10 makot. After that, he shows Paro with the snakes that Hashem is much stronger than him, and Paro doesn't care. So Moshe and Hashem make the water turn into blood. And still Paro says no. And so he brings frogs. One morning, Paro awoke in his bed. There were frogs on his head and frogs on his bed, frogs on his toes and frogs on his nose, frogs here, frogs there. Frogs were jumping everywhere. And still Paro said no. So we can sing this song. The water was blood, all did shout. Frogs were jumping in and out. Bugs were crawling everywhere. Roar! Wild animals were a scare. Then came Dever by and by. All the farm animals died. Shrin cried, Shrin were boils and pimples too. On the Mitzrim, not the Jews. 10 makot, 10. The Mitzrim were punished again and again. 10 makot, 10. The Mitzrim were punished again and again. Barad was fire and hail, in Mitzrayim it made them wail, grasshoppers flying quick, then the darkness very thick. Makot B'chorot was the last, Paro ran to Moshe fast, he was afraid, so he said, let those Jews all go. 10 makot, 10. The Mitzrim were punished again and again. 10 makot, 10. The Mitzrim were punished again and again. Finally, Paro let them go out of Mitzrayim. The Jewish people pulled out their challah. It turned into matzah, and they ran out of Mitzrayim. And they were running and they were running and they got away, but they had to be stopped. They were stopped by the Yam Suf. They started crying, we can't go through here, we can't go through here. Moshe put his stick over the water, and Hashem opened the water. Water on one side, water on the other side, and this was Hashem. And Hashem led them, Bnei Israel, through the Yam Suf. Nachshon ben Aminadab was the first one to go through, and he walked through, and everybody else felt safe. In the middle of them walking, all of a sudden they heard horses. It was Paro. He changed his mind. Get those Bnei Israel back. Bring those Jews back to Mitzrayim. The Jewish people finally were running, and they got safe to the other side. The Mitzrayim went into the Yam Suf. Moshe put his stick over the water, and Hashem closed the water. And they were stuck. Bnei Israel were safe on the other side, and they sang, Am Yisrael Chai, 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 Am Yisrael Chai. And that is the story of Pesach. And now, after Magid, all these 10 makot, the next thing we're ready to do is called rachtza. What's this a picture of? Washing our hands. And this time, we do make a bracha. So let's sing our song. Kadesh urchatz, karpas yachatz. Okay, the next page, Magid. Magid. Rachtza. Okay, let's do it one more time. Kadesh urchatz, karpas yachatz. Magid rachtza. All right, stay tuned for more pages. Bye, everybody.